I'm making this tape here today for the most choices in Ireland. They're on YouTube, trying to hand out pricks with a few bottles of beer in front of them. John, Davy and Old Joe and Young Joe acting out handicaps here. I'm only telling you here now, the whole world is going to be looking at this area, and I'm only telling you from my heart, and the whole world will tell me I'm right. I can't be wrong, but I'm right. Okay, you're telling Barney was bad, Trevor was bad, my young fella was bad, yeah? Okay, going back 7 years ago, 2006, there was three fights with my brother Barney, the old fella, and Trevor, yeah? Okay, who was the three winners on the day? The tape is there to prove it. Barney bet John in 7 minutes. My old fella bet Joe in 4.5 minutes. My brother Trevor bet Davy in 16.5 minutes. When Big James Quinn gave the fight for Trevor, Big John Navenson gave the fight to Trevor. At the end of the day, it was only 3 McGinley men walked down the road and took home 3 titles amongst 50 men. At the end of the day, give us some kind of nature. We don't have to prove it. It's there on tape to prove. At the end of the day, Joe, you're coming up saying, I bet Old Lady this, that time. My father bet you 5 times. Joe, get Coppan, man. It's only in the chemist for £4, get a bottle of Coppan and drink it. And realise, tell your sons you were a bet. It's on DVD you were a bet. How can we prove any more? We can't. You're bringing 40 families into our arguments. You're bringing Nevins. You're bringing Corcorans. You're bringing O'Donnells. You're bringing McDonoughs. You're bringing everything into our argument for me and your fight, Joe. The Furies you're bringing into it. Joe, what is this for, Joe? Do you understand, Joe? Listen to this. You bring a big Anthony O'Donnell from London who bet your daddy years ago. The whole world knows that. Big Michael O'Donnell, seen that. He showed fair play in the fight when you got bet, Old Joe. And your sons fought O'Donnells. Your sons got carved and shook hands with them. How can you bring them in our fight? You can't do that. Do you understand? They're our breed. Brim Packers is our breed. Do you understand that? Old Michael was old Roscommon Michael was my grandfather. Was the best travel man in the world. And Big Martin McDonough was the best other travel man from Brim Packers. He bred all the Brim Packers, and he's my granduncle. How can you bring them into it, Joe? Bring the Nevins into it. Bring the McDonoughs into it. How are you going to bring all them into it in your argument, Joe? Will you get a bottle of Coppan, Joe, and spark yourself up, will you? If it's between me and you, stay between me and you. Go on, Barney bet John Joyce in 7 minutes. Trevor bet Davy. The old fella bet Old Joe. And listen, you're bringing Furies into it. But at the end of the day, if you bring a Furies into it, you maybe want to see a good fight between Barney and between 2 good men. Listen, ye haven't got a man to fight Fury, but we have a man to fight Fury. We have him. Not ye, we have him. My brother Barney will take the ring anytime with Fury.
Out of the ring.
Out of the ring or in the ring, with the gloves on them, bare knuckle, in the ring or out the ring. But we have respect for Fury. Fury's doing a thing for every traveller man in the world, fighting for a world champion. But we're not bringing Furies into this. Ye are the men that bring the Furies into this. We have to think the word of Tyson Fury and his father, John Fury, and his uncle Peter Fury. We have to think the word of them. But if you want to bring the Furies into it, if you want to see a good match, put money where your mouth is, put Barney in the ring with Tyson Fury, you'll see a good fight. And I promise you that, see a good fight. And listen, Young Joe, if you want to fight me, Young Joe, I will fight you with my cousins up in Brent. Or I'll fight you in Martin McDonough's, my Uncle Martin, my Granduncle Martin, in Brent.
Old John's boys.
Or if you don't trust him, go to Hitler's boys in Ham and Hanster. Listen, I'm here to fight. I'm not cutting shorts. I'm here to fight now. And listen, don't give April. I'll fight tomorrow morning for New Year. I'll be in the Prime Parkers, my granduncle Martin's place in London. And listen, if you don't trust them people's places, I'll fight you in out Hitler's place in Hammerhanster. If you don't trust him, go and fuck off yourselves.
In January.
In January or New Year. Go and get lost for yourself. You drug addicts, see. You herways, you bastards, see. And you say, Granty, afterboard. Afterboard. How can you put an afterboard out against a traveller? How can you put an afterboard out against a traveller man? You were a little monkey, that side, not at the side. You were Big Joe. Have respect for Big Joe. Big Joe was a big man. Gramsy was only this little height. He was a little baby, a little monkey, that little size. And Big Joe reared him up to that little size. And he got him married. He got him married to his daughter. Gramsy, you see the make you go, oh, Gramsy. You're a holy show, Gramsy. And you're bringing every kind of name. Gramsy, you're a show. And Big Joe, listen, at the end of the day, have respect for you, Big Joe. You're a good man in your old day, but you were never no good to me father. You said, you meet the truth, Dan Rooney bet you. Dan Rooney did bet you and break your leg with a few clouds. And my father bet Dan Rooney. You told Bobby Gunn that, Joe. My father knocked 14 of you above the head. And what proof have you got? There's nothing else to prove. We have nothing else to prove for you. If you want to fight me, get to England and go and fuck off yourself. And get lost. And you never bet me, Joe. You know that you never bet me. Go and fuck yourselves.